Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're going to be talking about my upcoming surgery and the AIP diet and why I have to be on it. If you're coming from my Instagram account, you may know a little bit about this, but if you're new here, welcome. My name is Amy and I'm so glad that you're here. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn on notifications so that you can be the first to know when I post a new video. Also, head on over to my Instagram account and follow me there if you don't already. I'm really making this video because I got a lot of messages recently about my upcoming surgery, and I figured it would be easier to explain it on here. I have what's called hydronephrosis in my left kidney. Hydronephrosis is where my kidney will not drain fully, or it'll drain slowly into my bladder, and that oftentimes will swell and cause me a lot of pain. Supposedly my case is mild, but I'm not feeling it's mild. It hurts pretty bad, so we have to take care of this. So surgery it is. I started experiencing this pain when I was around 12 years old, and obviously that's around the time I get my period, so everyone was like, yo, it's period cramps. They said you're stuck with it for the rest of your life. And I was like, oh, great, that's awesome. Last year, while I was at university, my last semester, I was in class and the pain came on, and it was the worst pain that I had ever had, and I left class. And if you know me, I do not leave class. That is not something I would normally do. So I left class, went back to my apartment, texted one of my friends, and she left her class, which she also never does, and she brought me to urgent care. And at first they thought that it was kidney stones, but it's not kidney stones. Obviously now we know it's hydronephrosis. So hydronephrosis is usually caused by UPJ stenosis or obstruction. In my case, I have an artery that's blocking my ureter, which is the tube that connects the kidney to the bladder. It's cool because after I got the ultrasound, the CT scan, and the renal scan, I met with a surgeon, and he said that I am one of the 0.7% of the population with a double ureter or an incomplete duplex. That's basically where I have two ureters coming out of my left kidney, connecting into one, and then reaching my, reconnecting to my bladder. So that's kind of crazy and kind of cool also. So the procedure I'm getting is called pyeloplasty, or robotic pyeloplasty. So basically the surgeon's gonna go in and he's going to move one of the ureters. I think he's going to move the one that's not blocked by the artery, but don't quote me on that because I don't actually know. So he's gonna move stuff around, and then my body's going to be, responding as normal, and I'm not going to be in pain. So I'm so excited. I'm also so nervous. I have to stay in the hospital overnight, which kind of freaks me out, but also I'm like, oh good, I'll be taken care of. So if there's any complications, which there won't be in Jesus' name. After about a week, I'll be mostly recovered, but since I'm a nanny, I can't go back to work until about a month later just to make sure I'm fully recovered. We do not want to risk me getting a hernia, so gotta do what you gotta do. Play it safe here, right? So my surgery is scheduled for December 5th. That's less than a month away, and I am so nervous, but also so excited to not be in pain anymore. I wanted to share with you all these health issues that I'm going through because I know that there's no way I'm the only one going through these things, and I think it'll help all of us knowing that we are not doing this alone. So I have to go on the AIP diet, which stands for Autoimmune Protocol Diet, or the Autoimmune Paleo Diet. I have increased thyroid antibodies, which can lead to Hashimoto's, so that's why I have to go on this diet. I also have the mthfr gene mutation, so that's another reason why it's important I go on this diet. Hashimoto's disease is an autoimmune disorder where your immune system will attack your thyroid. Normally, your immune system is going to attack threats to your body like bacteria and viruses. With Hashimoto's disease, your immune system is attacking your thyroid instead, which can actually keep the thyroid from creating enough thyroid hormones. This can be obviously really harmful to your body and to your thyroid. It can cause infertility, depression, anxiety, weight gain, just to name a few. The list goes on. With mthfr gene mutation, it hinders the way your body processes folic acid and B vitamins. Folic acid is actually a man-made version of folate, which is found in a lot of foods. This gene mutation can also cause increased levels of homocysteine in your blood. Having high levels of homocysteine can cause damaged blood vessels and lead to other issues as well. There are two types of mthfr gene mutation. There's the homozygous and heterozygous. We all get our genes, one from mom, one from dad, right? So I have one that works and one that's mutated, which means my body is working at 70% to process the B vitamins and folic acid. Those with 2 gene mutations have to work a little bit harder to get their body to work as they're supposed to. This is actually super common. About 50% of the population has the mthfr gene mutation. So it might be worth getting tested if you don't know if you have it, just because I think it's important to know ahead of time so you can do what you need to preventative-wise to make sure that you're healthy in the long run. Going on the AIP diet and taking the right vitamins is important with the mthfr gene mutation so that you can stay healthy and your body can operate normally. So that is what I'm working on right now. It has been such a challenge being on this diet, especially because at the moment I'm living with my family and they're obviously not all going to be on this diet with me. So having all of these temptations in the house, like Lucky Charms and popcorn, which are 2 of my most recent cravings I totally fell for, it's been challenging to say the least. I had a doctor's appointment recently and she told me, girl, you're too stressed. Like you need to do less. So she has me taking some stuff off my plate, and one of those things is the AIP diet. It's a little too much for me right now with surgery coming up and with recovery and the holidays and everything. It's just been too overwhelming. So she said I should hold off until the new year before I start this diet. So I'm grateful for her saying that because I really have been overwhelmed with this diet and everything that's been on my plate. I'm trying to start a business too, and it's too much. So I'm really grateful for her. So I'm still gonna be doing things like avoiding dairy and gluten and corn and the things I know give me a stomach ache, and we're gonna start the diet later. So we're gonna do some things now just because we don't want to feel worse or anything, but we also, it's too much to start a new diet right now. I think it would be fun to do videos like what I eat in a day in the life, what the Lord has been teaching me lately, and if any of those things interest you, please let me know in the comments. Well, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe so that you can stay updated on any new videos that are coming, because I've got some coming.